And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day.
Welcome to today's Explainer. Today we are jumping into a truly mind-blowing story from a super famous book, Genesis. Specifically, we're looking at chapter 1, verses 3 through 5. We're going to find out how the literal very first day in history was created out of total absolute darkness. So if you've ever found yourself wondering how our days actually got their start, well, you are in the exact right place. We're going to break down this incredible story of how day number 1 was made from absolutely nothing but the dark. Let's get into it.
To really wrap our heads around this, I want you to try something with me right now. Just for a second, close your eyes. Seriously, close them. Now, I want you to imagine complete and utter darkness. And I'm not just talking about, turning off your bedroom lamp at night. Imagine a whole universe with 0 stars, no sun, no moon, no flashlights, and definitely no glowing phone screens. Just absolute pitch black nothingness everywhere. It's kind of hard to even imagine, isn't it? But according to our text, that was the blank canvas before the very first action even took place. It's the ultimate before picture of our entire world. All right, go ahead and open your eyes because we're about to look at the incredible spark that changed literally everything.
So how exactly did all that utter darkness change? Well, notice that the text doesn't say the light was built with heavy tools or, painted into the sky with a giant brush. Instead, this massive change started with just a voice. The text simply says, "And God said." That's it. This whole amazing, universe-altering moment started as a simple, spoken command.
Okay, let's dive into this, because Genesis 1:3 gives us the exact quote, "Let there be light." I mean, wow, just 4 short words in English, but they changed the whole shebang. A voice commanded the dark to just break apart. It wasn't some long, difficult struggle. It was a simple, incredibly powerful command that demanded an immediate reaction from that big, empty universe.
And what happened? The verse tells us right away. And there was light. Boom! It happened instantly. The very millisecond those famous words were spoken, that pitch black darkness you imagined just a minute ago was completely shattered by bright, brilliant, shining light. It wasn't like a slow sunrise that takes hours and hours to peek over the horizon. No way. The light appeared in a flash, instantly answering that spoken command.
Now that this beautiful, brand new light was shining everywhere, what did God think of it? The story tells us in verse 4, "And God saw that the light was good." It wasn't just, bright to look at. It was helpful, it was beneficial, and it was exactly as it was supposed to be. It hit the nail on the head.
Let's just make sure we have these steps locked in our brains. It's actually a beautifully simple 3-step process. Step 1, God spoke. Step 2, the light immediately appeared. And step 3, God saw that the light was good. By breaking it down like this into these really simple steps, we can see exactly how this awesome moment happened in a perfect, unbroken chain of events.
Now, what's really interesting about this next part is that the universe wasn't quite finished being organized just yet. We had this amazing bright light, sure, but we still had all that original darkness floating around too. So the text introduces a brand new action to get things in order, sorting out the day and the night.
And God separated the light from the darkness. Let's think about what separated actually means here. Imagine you have a giant, totally messy pile of building blocks dumped all over your floor. Let's say some are bright yellow and some are dark blue. If you wanted to clean up your room, which I'm sure you always do, right? You wouldn't just leave them in a messy, mixed-up pile. You'd separate them. You would put the yellow blocks in one bin and the blue blocks in a totally different bin. Well, that is exactly what happened to the universe. The new light and the old dark were sorted out, so they each had their own specific, special place.
Once everything was perfectly sorted out, they needed names. God organized the world by giving them very specific labels. The separated light was named day, and the separated darkness was named night. And these aren't just random, made-up titles. These are the exact same names you and I still use right now, thousands of years later, literally every single time we look out our window.
Let's move ahead and see how this builds, because now we have the light, we have the darkness, they are all sorted out, and they even have their names. But how do these pieces actually combine to make a full day? Well, let's look at verse 5 to find out.
And this brilliantly illustrates the true beginning of time itself. The verse wraps up by saying, "And there was evening and there was morning, the first day." See, it established a cycle. The evening arrives and the dark time begins. Then the morning comes around and the light returns. When those two hows lock together like puzzle pieces, evening and morning, one full day is officially complete. It is the very, very first time the clock ticked through that complete cycle.
All right, let's do a super quick, fun recap of these amazing steps so you can easily remember this whole origin story. First, God spoke light into the utter dark. Second, God saw the light was good. Third, the light and dark were separated, sorted out perfectly. Fourth, they were given the names day and night. And finally, the evening and the morning were joined together to make the very first day in history. Pretty cool, right?
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. Tomorrow morning, when the bright sun streams through your bedroom window and wakes you up for a brand new day, I really want you to think about this text. Will you remember the story of how the very first day began? Because honestly, every single sunrise you will ever see is just a continuation of that very first spoken command, let there be light. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep being curious, keep asking great questions, and I'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.